Hello everyone and welcome back. This is my Stormburst Trickster that does cold explosions, fighting Sirus. This fight is Deathless, and I thought this time, rather than the usual talk while I play through, I was going to actually talk after I play through, so I can actually make more coherent sense. So I can try and explain the fight a little bit more, because this fight does kill a lot of players, so hopefully this guide will help you. Now once this section finishes, he'll open up a series of portals, and they will take us to a citadel where we walk into his arena. Okay, so we go up the stairs, out the door, and this is the arena we fight in. Now you'll notice there's some big circle things. They are storms, and they do a lot of damage, so do avoid them at all cost. Now the circle we see on the ground now is sort of the active fight area. Don't leave that area. And you'll see the little guy on the ground. There's the big version in the sky. Ignore the big one in the sky. He doesn't do a lot. He just basically fires arena effects in that do damage. But this guy on the ground is the most dangerous at this point. And what you want to do is always track him. Whenever he teleports, try and find him. Because when he fires 3 shots in a straight line. Which means if you're behind him when he fires like this, he can't hurt you. And we basically rinse and repeat this throughout the earlier fights. Die. So again, over and over again, he'll do this die and then fire 3 times. That die is your keyword. You should be behind him at that point. And then the guy up at top will continue to throw things into the arena. Just avoid them. Now every so often there will be some other effects that fall into the arena. But first let's talk about the storm that's just happened. Each time you sort of phase him in the first part of the fight, he'll go underneath a storm. You'll know it's happening because he'll drop down from the sky and then something will appear behind him. Oh, below him. Once that happens, get out of the way. Tend to come down here. It's perfectly safe down here because it's a sort of a safe spot in the arena. Now once you see his shadow, head back and stand underneath him, and then the next part of the fight will start. Again, stay inside the circle. That pushes away all the storms. Now what you just saw there was a big trough he created, and that was the meteor trap. So the big trough he creates, when he fires that, you want to find the exit he's on and run straight towards it with your movement skill to try and get out before he kills you. So if you see another one, I'll try and explain that again. Trough, get towards him. He missed us. And then continue fighting. Ow. Yeah, when he says die, be behind him. Not in front of him like I was. I'm sure we'll find another meteor trap soon. Now when the meteor trap happens, you get teleported to the centre like that. And just find your way out. You'll notice there's some embers on the exit. Another trough trap. Now, as the fight goes on longer, those meteor traps in the centre get bigger with more phases to escape from, to a maximum of 3. You cannot teleport over the walls. And again, he's come back. He's pushing you back with a force, but no damage. Watch for his shadow. As soon as you think it's far enough out that you can stand underneath him, just on the edge of the storm, go there. When you stand below him, that basically causes him to spawn the circle and push all the storms out for the fight. We didn't quite get there yet, but now we will. And that guy will be back on the ground, and he'll teleport, and behind him again. There. See the embers where I walk out? It's the only way out. Make sure you find them as quickly as possible with your eyes, and then head there. And again, apart from that, it's just the little die phase where he shoots repeatedly. Just need a moment to catch my breath. But you've got to dodge. This is almost as damaging from the arena perspective as it is from the Sirus perspective. In fact, I've died more to the arena than I have to Sirus, which says quite a bit. Now, I'm on the wrong side of the circle here because really the shadow comes in below him. So we're going to try and go round to try and catch that shadow. And he's out, so we can go straight underneath. And that will respawn this circle. Now, at the edge of death, my heart races is the sign that he's going into his second major phase, or the second part of the fight. In this part, as you sort of knock him down, he will split into multiple copies like this. Only one of them you can do damage to. So if you find it, great. If you don't, just dodge it. Then he splits into a big circle. Reminds me of synchronized swimming for some reason. And basically after that phase, he'll teleport somewhere and then do 3 beams. Now these 3 beams track you. So it's not quite the same as just getting behind him, although getting behind him is probably okay because he tends to track it at a smaller angle than 180 degrees. So he's about to split again. I think that's the real one, so we're going to hit him. And he didn't take any damage, so it probably isn't him. And then we're going to jump just to try and we just escaped. So whenever it's coming towards the edge of the synchronized swimming section, oh, that storm nearly killed us. Then jump. And there he is again. Ow, ow, ow. I don't know why I'm going ow, 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 because I know I don't die, but... And again, we're behind him. He did sort of track there. 1, 2, 3 at different angles. Now we've got him. He's taking damage, is he? Yes, he is. Now we do have Culling Strike on this character. The other thing to note is the big red beam shooting out looks a bit like Darth Maul's lightsaber. That does a lot of damage, so use your movement skill to get over it rather than walk through it. And again, we're back to just hitting him. He will split in a minute, I think. There you go. Yeah, don't stand in the middle of that, it'll hurt. Now, we've got Culling Strike on this character, so very, very soon, when he gets to about 10% of XP, he'll die. You see there, it tracked towards us. But again, smaller angles, and he's down. So, that's the fight. I hope that rather frantic speak-through did help somewhat. If it did, please leave a like, consider subscribing. The build guide for this character will be out hopefully end of this week, beginning of next week. All that's left to say is thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. You've been watching Altec2K. Thank you for watching.